Hello and welcome to Talk NYCFC, and today we're going to be recapping the embarrassment of a performance, an absolute embarrassment of a performance that we had witnessed in Guatemala City last night. This is absolutely embarrassing. Terrible performance. The only two players that really stood out to me for NYCFC was Tyler Magno and Tate Castellanos. They were the only two players the last night that really actually wanted to win this game. Other than that, everybody else was subpar. Maxi Morales, he was subpar. He was phenomenal in the first leg of this series. And he just couldn't get going in this second leg, and he was pulled off. He was pulled off by Ronnie Dyla. I think Ronnie Dyla making four subs at once was a terrible mistake, and I think that led to the downfall of this team. That led to Comunicaciones scoring three unanswered goals in the second half. I think without those three unanswered goals, we would have won the game 2-1, and we would have advanced comfortably into the semifinals of the CONCACAF Champions League. But you know what? No. I trust in Ronnie Dyla that this is a mistake that he'll never do again. Uh, he just seems like that type of manager of doing a mistake and never doing it again after winning MLS Cup. Uh, he won us an MLS Cup. He got us into this tournament. He got us into the semifinals just barely. But you know what? I trust in him that he won't make this mistake ever again. Um, I do believe that this team, um, they're a good team. They're a good team at YCFC. And you know what? They just took their gas. They just took the foot off the gas pedal, and they just really underestimated Comunicaciones. We really thought we were gonna come into Guatemala City and just get the job done. But you know what? We just barely got the job done. And if we didn't have that wiggle room, we would have lost. We were really lucky at the end of the game not to let in the fifth goal. We were really lucky to not let in the fifth goal. We started off strongly with a goal from Tati Castellanos against the run of play, may I add. We played poorly throughout this whole game. We were just sloppy, absolutely sloppy throughout the whole 90 minutes. We were really lucky to have two leads in this game against the run of play as well. Fair play to Comunicaciones. I tip my cap to them, give them a round of applause and everything. They deserve our respect. And you know what? Ronnie Dyla got completely overconfident. He got a bit too cocky, and you know what? He very nearly paid the price for it. This reminded me of Barcelona and against Roma and Liverpool, where they just seemed like they were just gonna come into the second leg with a good margin of victory in the first leg, and just get the job done, just and not even have to work for the full result. And it was absolutely poor. And you know what? Barcelona, they blew a three goal lead against Roma. They lost in away goals 4-4. And then fast forward a year later in the semifinals of the Champions League, they were 3-0 up against Liverpool, and they lost 4-0 at Anfield. And this was very reminiscent of those two performances that Barcelona put in the second legs against Roma and Liverpool. It was very reminiscent. It was absolutely poor. And as a Barcelona fan, I got PTSD. I very nearly got a PTSD from this. I had a bad feeling going into the game. And you know what? um, it was justifiable. The way we finished this tie was justifiable, and it looks like we could possibly even get exposed by Seattle or Leon, whoever advances to the semifinals. We could potentially get exposed if we do not tighten up this bullshit. This was absolute bullshit. This was a terrible performance. Oh, I never thought I'd have to come on here to the channel and say that. This is the first time we conceded 4 goals in a game since I believe March of 2019. So it's been about 3 years since we let in 4 goals in a game, and that was against Toronto FC and Pozuelo's debut. And you know what? Poor performance defensively, poor attacking wise. Even though we got the 2 away goals, that really got us into the semifinals. You know what? So there's my rant for about 4.5 minutes and how poor we were. And fair play to Comunicaciones and their fans for showing up to both legs. And you know what? They showed up in both legs too. They deserve to go through the semifinals, but you know what? We did just enough. You know what? It's a bad game. Let's just put it aside. We have Philadelphia on Saturday. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and move forward. Let's pretend like this game never existed. So if you like the content, please subscribe. If you're an NYCFC fan, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. I try to grow the channel every time I upload, get me up in the algorithm, and I'll see you guys later this week for the preview for the Philadelphia game. Take care and peace. By the way, the ball kick curse is real.